Ben Simmons gets kicked out of practice. We all know he does not want to be there, and today was just another episode in this saga that just needs to conclude. Ben Simmons needs to get out of Philly. There's no way this gets fixed. He's a decent player. He's a great defensive player. He's a black hole on offense. He's an elite passer. But enough is enough, man. Like, this is getting embarrassing. This is getting out of control. They're starting to air out their laundry. Like, you never want to air out your laundry in public, and this is what they're doing. It's apparent to everybody, not just Philly fans, not just NBA fans, like any sports fan. Like, I know people that just like football, that just like soccer, and they know what's going on in Philly. Ben Simmons needs to leave. It's done. Joel Embiid is fed up. He talked to the media today after practice, and he said that he doesn't care. He doesn't care about Ben Simmons or what he does. He doesn't care what Ben Simmons does. Like, he's going to do his own thing. He's just there for the team, that the chemistry has been good despite everything that's going on. And basically, Joel Embiid just spoke from his heart. He spoke how he really feels, and I can appreciate that from Joel Embiid. A lot of times players, because, they're told, or just because their agent tells them, or, they just say the politically correct thing. Like, they always just try to walk that line down the middle, or the team comes first, or they always give their teammates the benefit of the doubt. It could have been easy for Joel Embiid to just say, you know what, like, Joel Embiid is one of us. He's trying to figure out what's best for him, and I'm just gonna focus on what I can do, and let everything else settle down or work itself out. Nah, Joel Embiid talked to the media and told them, hey, this is how it's going. I'm not happy. Like I'm fed up. I don't care what he does. Like, I'm just here to ball and do my thing. So I can respect Joel Embiid for that. But enough is enough. They need to trade Ben Simmons. He needs to get out of there. It's not good for Philly. Especially with Philly fans, the way they are, they hold grudges. They remember everything. They boo their own first round picks. They boo their own prospects. They boo their own team at their home games. Like, Philly fans, do not forget. Philly fans are brutal. Philly fans will let you know exactly how it is. And I think this has gone on for too long. Ben Simmons has been a disappointment for too long, or he's played his cards. He wants to get out. It's obvious that he wants to get out. He's only there so he doesn't lose money, but he's getting fined. He's already suspended for the first match of the game for behavior that's detrimental to the team. And I don't see this getting better. Ben Simmons has checked out. It doesn't seem like he's there to try to work things out. He's there to collect the paycheck until he can get traded. So enough is enough. I think they need to trade him, and I think that what's holding this trade up is that the Philadelphia Sixers believe that Ben Simmons is like this A+ prospect, A+ player that they need to get a haul for, but I don't think they're gonna get that haul, and it doesn't matter. Ben Simmons is not gonna play for them. He's gonna cause a rift in the locker room. He's gonna cause distraction. You already have Joel Embiid talking about how he's fed up. They need to move him. They need to get rid of him. They just need. This is just toxic. It's a toxic. It reminds me of a toxic relationship where you're just prolonging the breakup. Like, this gotta go. Like, it just gotta end. Like, it's not good for both sides. It's just gonna hurt both parties involved. The Sixers aren't gonna be able to move on and retool their team and really look at what they could do to build the team around Joel Embiid. And for Ben Simmons, his career is just going to get stagnant. He's not growing in the Sixers. He hasn't taken that next step with the Sixers. It's been obvious that it's not really going to work with the Sixers and Joel Embiid. So I think both parties need to move on, and they need to just, break apart. They need to move on. And as far as getting a haul for Ben Simmons, first of all, he's coming off probably his worst playoff performance in his career. So that, lowers his value. He's still young, and he's still an elite passer. He still, has a very NBA ready body. Like, if you want someone that could handle the ball, if he's 6'8", 240, he's fast, he can move, he could defend, like, basically all 5 positions. So he has a lot going for him still, but he's coming off his worst offseason. Everyone knows that this relationship is going to end up in a breakup, so they're not going to offer the kitchen sink for him. They know the Sixers basically got to move him, and they know Ben Simmons wants out of there, so they're not going to get the best deal for him because they know he wants out. He's coming off a bad, terrible performance in the playoffs. And just to put it lightly, the Harden trade that the Rockets got for him, it was almost the same situation. everyone knew that Harden wanted out. Like the trade was coming. You don't have to offer too much because the Rockets need to get out of this contract. They need to get out of this situation. They need to get something before Harden just walks. Simmons does have a good amount of years left in his contract, but I think the Sixers, they know that they got to move on from him. But if you look at the Harden trade, Harden is a better player than Ben Simmons. He could impact the outcome of a score more. Offense is heavily weighed more than defense. And if you look at what the Rockets got for Harden, you wouldn't say that the Rockets came away with an elite prospect or a franchise player. They just came away with some pick swaps, some picks, and some decent players that they already flipped, they already got rid of. So as far as the haul that the Rockets got for Harden, I think it wasn't that great. It was decent. It wasn't that great. It wasn't anything, franchise altering. So I think the Sixers have to lower their expectations for what they're going to get for Ben Simmons. Get some picks, maybe get some rotational players, get a decent quality starter, and just if they're able to get McCollum from the Blazers, I think that would be good. That's a decent trade. I don't know if if the Blazers want Ben Simmons, I think they would, just because they're woeful on defense. But they need to find someone. They need to trade him. Sack. I think the Kings want him too. They need to just move him. They need to end this. It's getting ridiculous, and it needs to just end.